Okay. Yeah. Once again, very good morning and thanks been joining. Okay. As part of yesterday session, we discussed about little bit about the networking. Okay. How what is IP V4 looks like, how IPv6 looks like, what is the CADR block, what is the subnets, and how the masking is happening. That is what yesterday we discussed. Today we are going to complete about the not theoretical part. Today we will discuss end-to-end practical session so that you can understand a little bit more about the networking. Okay. So first, what we are going to do means first we'll build the networks. Okay. So this is a portal where last time we created the virtual machine. This time we are creating the virtual network. So we need to search for virtual virtual network. Okay. So virtual networks. First, sir, in Azure, you will call it as a virtual network. In AWS, you will call it as a VPC. Okay, virtual private network. That's the only difference. Apart from the concept is same. Okay, there is no change. The concept is same. So here we are creating as a virtual network. There also you are creating a virtual network only, but you are calling it a different name. VPCs. You will call it as a VPCs. Here you will call it as a virtual network. Underlying concept is same again. So first we search the virtual network. Again back. Again you need to do one thing. Okay. Before that, first we need to create the resource group. So let's create the resource group. Okay. Let's create the resource group. Okay. Now I'm going to create the East. Okay. US RG resource group. So this network is completely on the East US. So I'm going to select the East US resource group. Okay. Click on review and create. Okay. So this is one data center where I am placing in East US. I will create one more data center which will place in the different region. Let's see how we will make the connectivity, all the stuff. Okay. Now, so let's click on virtual network. I already created the resource group, right? Go and click on create, click on create and choose the resource group. East US RG is my resource group and the region is East US. Now I am creating the virtual network name. Assume this is my application. Okay. VNet, VNet. Okay. This is my application server, application network. This is my application network where I am keeping as a application VNet, virtual network. VNet is nothing but virtual network. So this is my application server, application networks. So that's the reason I'm placing as a application. Click on next. Now these are couple of things where we need to understand like firewalls, Bastion, okay, virtual network encryption. If you wanted to encrypt, as I know, for us, no need all this stuff. But again, Bastion is something very interesting concept, very little bit very important concept. Uh, Maybe if possible, I will try to take one session on Bastion. Okay, I will add somewhere. I will add a session on the Bastion. Even you are not a network team, Azure admin team, but you need to know about little bit about the Bastion because this is available in AWS. This is available in Azure as well. Something very interesting, something very different concept which everyone must and should know. Okay, I will add somewhere in our sessions. Okay, about the Bastion. Now firewalls, anyhow, we are going to discuss. No worries on that part. And if you wanted to protect our network also, DDoS network protection also we can enable. But as of now, no need to worry. Let's go for click on next. Okay. Now this window is very important. Okay. This window is very important. Now this is nothing but our CADR block. CADR block. I told you, right? First, you need to purchase this many IP addresses. Later on, you can spread that IP addresses across your different teams, across different teams. Because I'm having a SQL team, Oracle team, Java team, Tableau team, okay, SAP team, Oracle Apps team. So we are having different teams, right? For each team, I can spread my IP address because I purchased a bulk amount of IP addresses, right? From that bulk amount of IP addresses, I can spread the IP addresses across the different teams. So first, I need to create my CADR block. So I am setting as 10.1.0.0/16. If I go for /16, as I told you, here you will get it. How many IP address you will get it? How many IP address? If you go for /15, you will get this many IP addresses. If you go for /20, you will get this many IP addresses. At present, let's go for /16 only. I am getting 65,536 IP addresses. I'm getting 65,536 IP addresses if I go for /16. If you go for /16, what is the meaning, sir? First two I can't change, last two I can change. Correct? That is the first thing. I selected 65,000 IP addresses. From there, as I told you, you need to create the subnets because I need to distribute the IP addresses, right? So now I am taking the IP address from 65,536 IP address. I am taking IP address for my SQL team. So for example, this is my subnet for SQL team. Assume, sir, is this subnet for SQL team, for example. Now I selected. Now I need to set. I can also, this is my CADR block. Okay. This is my CADR block. As I told you, first two you can't change. Later two you can change. So say 0 to 255, 0 to 255. You can change it. Last two because it's a /16. Now, what is the IP address you want to set? 10.1. Okay. 5.0. Okay. Now, out of these 60,000, 65,536, I am going to take 256 IP addresses. I am just going for /24. I want 255 IP addresses. I want 255 IP addresses. I'm going for /4. So this is how you can create the subnets. This is how you can create the subnets. This is my subnet range. /24 is my subnet range. And if you just scroll down, so you are having the securities, you are having the NAT gateways, network security groups, routing tables, service endpoints. As of now, I'm not discussing anything about service endpoints. This is one of the most important concept we are going to discuss with Azure SQL Database example, private endpoints, service endpoints, and security groups also we are going to discuss because that is very important. Routing tables, NAT gateways, no worries. We don't want that much stuff for us. Okay. So, but NSG is very important. NIC is very important. Service endpoints is very important. Private endpoints is very important. Bastion is very important. All we are going to discuss as what is very important. Even you are not a network team, what is very important that concepts all we are going to discuss. As of now, no need to worry. Now click on add. Now see, sir, here you can see the a subnet. Out of this 65,536, you took 256 IP addresses. Assume you want one more subnet for Oracle team. Subnet. Okay. Oracle. Okay. Here I'm going for /8. 10.1.8.0 / see, this is how you can create the subnets. So this is your CADR block. This is your subnets. This is your CADR block. This is our subnet. So you can took 65,536 IP addresses. Clear? Not clear? Everyone? Are you there?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if I want to take only 125 IP addresses only.
You can, sir. You can go and change the 24 to 25, 26, 27. You
Okay,
will
okay,
get it right.
okay, sir. Got it.
It's not accurate. You can take it, sir. Again, it's not
Oh,
accurate. You can take it. Always you need to take a little bit more IP addresses. Always. Always, if you want 10, you need to take 20 because future it may increase, right?
yes, sir.
Correct. It's not like
Yes.
our database where we can spontaneously go and do all this stuff, but we are playing with the network. If something goes wrong, then we are gone. Okay, always we need to keep additional IP address for safety purpose. See, when you go for SQL, you can use the IP address for listeners. Okay, you can use IP addresses for, you want the IP address for listener, you want IP address for clusters, you want IP address for SQL as well when you go for clusters. So you need always additional IP address. Okay, now I created one CADR block and I created the subnets. You can create later on also, sir. Click on next. You can mention if you want mention the tags, you can mention. Click on next and click on review and create. Review and create. Now you are creating your own network. Okay, now I created my own network. I don't want go for default networks. I wanted to use my own network. That's the reason I created my own network and I created my own subnet. I created my own subnets. Now, if I wanted to deploy my services, I can use this network. I can use this subnet. I can deploy where I wanted to deploy my resources. I will deploy based on my network, based on my subnets. Done. Your network is created. This is your network, and this is your CADR block 10.1.0.0.16. Sir, again, you may ask one more question. Subbu, for example, this 65,000 IP address has been consumed. Next, what I do? Can I increase here? Again, sir, please don't touch this existing CADR block. Please don't touch existing CADR block. Always. You should not touch the existing CADR block. If you want few more IP addresses, create new CADR block. Create new CADR block. Create new CADR block. Please, sir. That is the major part everyone need to remember, because if we don't know this all IP addresses where we mapped, which application we mapped, which database servers we mapped, which web servers we mapped. Sir, in technically in real world, web servers, okay, app servers, web speed servers, batch servers, okay, we'll call different names like DB servers, right? Different names. We don't know on which servers where we mapped. So please never, even real network engineers also, they never touch the CADR blocks. They will create, if almost 65,536 IP address gone, finished, they will create a new CADR block, but they won't touch the existing CADR block. Maximum, sir. They won't touch this because it's a dangerous option. So you can create one more CADR block. 10 dot. Okay. So 10.2.0.0/16. You can create one more CADR block. If that is also complete, you can create one more CADR block. Okay. Clear, everyone? So we never change the CADR block, sir. That is not at all best practice. Please keep in mind. This is very important. Now, okay, at present, we created one network with the 65,536 IP addresses. Currently, any services is deployed with that network? No, sir. Currently, there is nothing. There is nothing. Okay, no problem. Now click on the subnets. I have two subnets. One is for SQL, one is for Oracle. So currently, I chosen 255 IP addresses, but only you are getting 251 IP addresses. Okay, see, sir. As Subbu sir, if you told that if you go for /24, you will get 255 IP addresses, right? But why am I able to see only 251 for one subnet, 251 one subnet? Where is remaining IP addresses? So even you go for AWS, even you go for Azure, even you go for Google Cloud or any cloud platform, sir, any cloud platform again. I'm not sure about on premises, but if you go for any cloud platform, 5 IP addresses are reserved. IP addresses reserved in Azure. 5 IP addresses are reserved. Someone may also ask this question, sir. Okay, this is not like a DBA team, but this is the basic part everyone need to remember. Okay, they may ask you this question, sir. Are there any restrictions of using the IP address within this subnets? Yes. Yes, sir. There is a restriction when you are going for each subnet. When you go going for each subnet, there is a restriction. Say 192.168.1.0 you can't use because it is a network address. You can't use it. 192.168.1.1 it is also reserved for the by the Azure for the default gateways. So you can't use it. 1.2, 1.3 means, sir, forget about this, sir. This you can change it. But I am talking about this one, this one, this one, this one, sir. This one. Forget about this one. It can be 10.10, 10.1.2. It can be 168.172.1. It can be any value, sir. But last value I'm telling, you can't use 0, you can't use 1, you can't use 2, you can't use 3, you can't use 255. Apart from this, you can use it, sir. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 IP addresses are reserved. Totally 5 IP addresses are reserved. 213 is reserved for the mapping with the DNS IP addresses. So it is mapping with the DNS, so you can't use this. 255 is also you can't use it. It is for the broadcasting address, network broadcasting address. So you can't use it. So every subnets, if you go for Azure, if you go for AWS, if you go for any cloud platform, every subnet 5 IP addresses are reserved. You can't use these 5 IP addresses. Clear? Not clear? So when you when you are using this subnet, you can use, okay, last digit you can use from starting from 4 to 254. You can't use 255. You can't use 0, 1, 2, 3. Clear, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is someone may ask you, sir, please make a note on. I will share this document. Okay. If you want, if you are telling that I'm a little bit good at networking, they may ask you this question. Okay. And there are some other questions as well, sir. If you have time, just refer once. Very good stuffs. Some good questions are there. Okay. If you don't want any network, you can ignore it, sir. You can ignore it. That is very important. Currently, no device is connected. Currently, I'm having two subnets. Okay, two subnets, and there is no DNS server, nothing, sir. So service endpoints, private endpoints, we are going to discuss with Azure SQL database so that you will become strong while understanding, sir. Okay. Clear? Not clear? Everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So I created my own network and I created my subnets. Like same question, Venu?
No questions.
Okay. Yeah. So now let's go and create one more network, sir. Okay, let's go and create one more network. So this time, okay, first go and create the resource group, sir. This time I am creating like a West US. Let's select Southeast Asia, sir. Hmm, database server. Database. Okay. Southeast Asia RG resource group. Okay. So it's a DB resource group. Okay, where I'm going to deploy in the Southeast Asia, and this is my resource resource group where I'm going to place in the Southeast Asia. This is nothing but Singapore, sir. Sir, one I placed in East US, one I placed in Southeast Asia. Okay, one is in US, one is in Singapore. My databases are completely in Singapore. My application is completely in the US location. Make sense, everyone? Okay, now go and create the network. Go and create the network. Okay. database, database, database vnet. Okay, click on next, click on next. So this time I'm going for 10.2.0.0/16. For application server 10.1.0.0/16. This time I'm going for 10.2.0.0. You can't use one, sir. You can't use one. No, it's not showing error. Why? Okay, you can't use one, sir. We already used that for one network. You can't use it. So it's a 10.2.0.0. And let's go and edit this subnet, sir. This is subnet DB. This time I'm going for 1. Okay, I'm creating only one subnet, sir. I supposed to create 2 subnets with different names. So DB, right? Database I need to create DB. Okay, chalo, no problem. Click on next, click on review and create. So I created 2 subnets. Now let's go to the paint, sir. Let's go to the paint to understand. Okay. Okay. Now see, sir. Now I created one network. I created one network. I created one more network. Okay, these are the 2 different networks. And within that network, I created 2 subnets. Here I created only one subnet. Okay, this is my application. Okay, VNet, which is in East US. Okay, East US. This is my DB server. This is my database VNet, which is in Southeast Asia. Okay, 2 locations. So this is one network. This is one network. In this network, I created 2 subnets. In this network, I created a single subnet. Single subnet. Now, sir, this is subnet. Assume, sir, subnet A. This is subnet application server, app server. Okay. This is, let me change the colors. This is, okay, subnet web server. Okay. This is app server. This subnet is app server. This subnet is web server. This the range what I created, sir. 10.1.0.0/16 I created. This is, let's change different color. 10.1.1. Not 1 dot, I think 5, right? .5.0/24 I created. This is 10.1. What range is selected, sir, for this one? Oh, it's not created yet. The subnet I created, 2 subnets. Let me delete, sir. Let me rename to app server, web server. so that you can understand easily. Come on. Ten dot eight, right? 10.8.0 slash 24. This is what I created. So let's create the subnet, sir. This is subnet app server. I am going for 10.5. Okay. 10.1.0 5.0 10.1.1 10.1.5.0 /24. This is app server. I'm going to create one more subnet, sir. This is a web server. 10.8 I'm selecting this time. Okay. This is subnet web server. Okay, now we are perfect. This diagram will suit for this is app server. This is web server. This is what subnet? What is the range we selected for this network? What is the range we selected, sir? 10.2.1.24. Okay. 10.2.1./24 we selected. And this IP address range is 10.2.0.0/16. And this is my subnet DB. Assume, sir, this is my subnet hyphen DB server. So we are super good. We are super good, sir, now. So this is how we build a network currently. This is my network. Okay, this is my network. One is the application network, which is in East to West. One is the DB server, which is in Southeast Asia. In Southeast Asia, I created only one subnet. In application server, I create two subnets. Okay, I created two subnets. Now, now, any questions up to now, everyone? Clear? Not clear? Everyone clear? Yes? No?
Yes, Subbu.
Now, sir, I am going to deploy 3 VMs in 3 networks. Okay, let's go to the virtual machine. Let's deploy the VMs. So for better understanding purpose, I'm deploying all the Windows machines only. Now I am choosing, okay, East to West. This is my application. East to West is my application server side. So I'm selecting East to West region, and I'm selecting VM. Okay, app server. It's app server, sir. Okay, East user region. I don't want any zones. I want only standard. I wanted to select the Windows Server free trial subscription, and I'm going for 1 core with 3 GB of RAM. Okay, this we already discussed, sir. I'm not repeating again. Same. Set the username and password. Okay, and this is my default port number. Go to the disk. I am not discussing anything about disk. Okay, let it be same, sir. Now go to the networks. Now this time in this resource group, I'm having my own network, sir. If you're having your own network, it will pick the network, sir. But currently, if you're having only one network, it is picking the same network. Assume if you're having multiple networks within that resource group, you need to select which network I wanted to deploy this VM. That is very, very, very important, sir. Please be careful. Later on, you can't change it, sir. It's a little bit dangerous option. So please, again, I'm requesting under which resource group, under which network, under which subnet, I need to deploy my resources. I need to deploy my resources. It can be VM, it can be Azure SQL Database, it can be Azure MI, it can be something else. Okay, it can be something else. Please be careful under which resource group. Under which subscription is very important. Under which subscription, under which resource group, under which network, under which subnet you wanted to deploy the your resource. This is very important. So I am selecting application VNet. Currently I'm having two subnets at C. This is my application server. So I'm choosing subnet application. Okay, Caesar, this is my application and this is my public IP addresses. By default, it is creating its own public IP addresses. Sir. If you don't want its own public IP address, if you want your own public IP address also, you can also go and perform. Okay. No, sir, this is not your task. Okay. Sheikh, this is not your task. Just for our understanding, I'm saying, sir. Okay. Public IP address, if you want, you can create your own public IP address. As of now, no need to worry, sir. Let it be create the public IP address. This is very important. This is very important, sir. Basically, this is very important. Okay. Network, NIC, network interface card. Okay. Network interface card, network security group, NSG. NSG is very important, sir. Even if you go for AWS also, NSG is very important. Even Azure also, NSG is very important. Google Cloud also, NSG is very important. Network security group. Network security group is one of the most important concept we are going to discuss, sir. Assume you don't want default network group. You don't want default network group, sir. You want your own network group. You want your own network group. That is also acceptable. That time what you need to do, you need to go for advanced. Then you can select your own network security group. You can select your own network security group. So let's go and create a network security group. So here, what is network security group, sir? Everyone knows about the firewalls, right? Firewalls. Yes, Windows firewalls. Everyone knows, right? When you go to the advanced
Yes, sir.
settings, when you go to the advanced settings, there is a concept called inbound rules, outbound rules, correct? Here also see, sir, inbound rules, outbound rules. Inbound, outbound rules. Okay, no worries. I will discuss this concept. Okay, in a while. As of now, let's no 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 no. Okay, as of now, let it be create, sir. Later on, I will show you how to create network security because that is very important where you should understand. If you are not understanding virtual network, if you are not understanding subnets, we are not worrying, but you mustn't should understand network security groups, sir. You mustn't should understand NICards. NICards, this is very important concept. You mustn't should understand because there you are allowing the firewalls. Okay, for cloud platforms. On cloud platforms where you are allowing the port numbers like 1433, 1434, 5022, where you are allowing, sir, all these port numbers. So in the network security group, so this we are going to cover, sir. No worries. As of now, just let it be default. You no need to choose anything, sir. Let it be default. Okay. Load balancers also, no worries. We are not discussing load balancer now, but we will discuss the load balancer when we are discussing always on availability group over the cloud. Over the cloud. Okay. Okay. As of now, I'm going for default network security group. As of now, I'm going for default public IP address. If you want, you can create, sir. As of now, no need to worry. Then click on management. As you already know about this concept. Okay. Just click on next. You don't want boot diagnostics, sir. Just disable it. Click on next and click on tags and click on review and create. So now you are going to create one application server. Like same, you are going to create the two more servers, sir. One with the web server, one is the DB server. So for that, let me do the duplicate tab, sir. Let me do the duplicate tab. Okay, it started creating. Meanwhile, I will create one more. I'm going for East US only, sir. Now I created one VM on the app server. Now I'm going to create one more VM in the web server, sir, with a different subnet. With a different subnet. Now VM hyphen web server. Okay, as usually same. I'm not changing anything, sir. I am also going for the same VM with the same configurations for all three. Better. Say admin. Okay. Click on next. I'm not going for anything disk. Go to the network. This is very important, sir. This is my web server, right? I need to select the web subnet. I am in the same network, but I am having different subnet, right? I need to select the different subnet. Apart from nothing else, sir, you need to do. Apart from nothing else, you need to do. Everything as usually same. Choose one more duplicate tab. Create one more server in the DB server. Create it. So with that, I'm going to create three different VM. This time, this is my DB server, right? What is the subnet, sir? What is the net? What is the resource group I need to select? I need to change my resource group as well, right? Now I need to go for database Southeast Asia resource group. And now I need to go for VM DB. And I need to select the region Southeast Asia. Where is Southeast Asia? Come on here. Why? Hey, where am I able to see Southeast Asia? Oh, it is not allowing to create the VM in Southeast Asia.
Subbu, Asia specific East Asia is showing there.
No, sir, we should not select this one. See, it won't get the your networks. You can change here. You can change here the region, but you can't see the networks. That's the problem. That's what I told you, right? When you are selecting resource group, that's the one worst thing. Shit. Why? That's the problem with sometimes. Hey, last week only, right? I created a server in Southeast Asia. Ah, oh, I need to play differently, sir. Okay, nothing I can't do. Let me create a new resource group, sir, in different location. DB RG. Sir, you never face in real world because this is a free tail subscription. You may face this kind of issues. Okay, I'm selecting East US, right? East Asia it is showing. Okay, East Asia. Let me create in East Asia. Okay, done, sir. Let's go for VM. Let's select East, not this one, sorry. DBRG. I can able to create the VM, right? Yes, I'm able to create. And now let's go and create a network, sir. Okay. So for your better understanding, I don't want this resource group. Okay. Delete this resource group, sir. Why we need little bit confusion. Okay. Let me delete Southeast Asia network. Resource group itself completely. Okay. Go to the networks. So create the database network, sir. So database, vnet. Click on next. Click on next. So this time what IP address I selected, sir? 10.2.1. Okay, 10.2. 10.2. I'm going for same IP address, but I just changing the what I'm changing, sir? Region.
Region.
Region. Just change the region because I'm not able to deploy. I'm not able to deploy server.
Sir,
I'm not
after
able to deploy, sir.
deploying resource, is it not possible to change the region?
Sir,
After deploying the resource,
you
is it
can change it, sir. It's not easy. You can change it. It's not easy. Okay, you can change it. Okay, we are not a network providers. Okay, uh, we are not that Azure admin where I can say everything. Okay, but we can change it. Yes, I already changed many times in earlier when we are teaching Azure admin. Okay, create it. Come on, sir. Let's delete. Come on, let's delete. Let's delete. Create. There is like a service region. I forget the service name. There is some service name, sir. We can use that service to change the regions. Okay, yeah, sir. We are good. I created one app server. Okay, if you go for here, I'm having two virtual machines. One is app server. Okay, this is my app server. Sorry, come on. Hey, come on here. One is web server. Okay, two servers I'm having, but these two servers are in the same subnet, same network, sir. See, sir, 10.1. See, 10.1 is a common. This is also 10.1 is a common. Both are in the same network, but with the two different subnets. Two different subnets. Okay, I am good, super good. Okay, yeah, done, sir. My network is also created. Let's go and deploy my DB server, sir, which is in different region, different network. Okay, DB resource group, which is in east to west. I am going to select VMDB. Okay, trusted, standard. Yeah, fine. SA admin, desk, network. So now it is picking our network, sir. And I'm having only, hey, how come I created subnet, right? 10.2.1.4. Okay. Then what is the reason why it is not choosing our subnet? This is the problem with one of the couple of reasons, sir. That's the reason I told you, right? Practice everything with the east to west, well designed data center. Come on here. It is not showing East Asia. East Asia. Ah, come, it is not able to detect why. If I go to the resource group, if I go to the create, what is selected? East Asia, right? Yeah, correct. Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific. Let's go for this one. Come on here. Funniest concept. Database. Minute. There is already a resource with the same name and type with the current one 10.3 and with the subnet db 10.3.1.0 slash 24. Okay, fine. I'm creating a new CADR block and creating a new subnet. Why I'm not able to see this one? Let's open DBRG. Yeah, database network is there already. And there is already a subnet. Funny concept. Okay, funny sir. It's not detecting our network somehow. Okay, I created a new network. I created my own subnet. This time the network name is something different, sir. I will erase this one. Okay. This time I'm using 10.3 dot. Okay. Not 2 dots, sir. 10 dot. Okay. 3.0.0 slash 16 I'm choosing. Okay, here I'm going for 10.3.3.1.0 slash 24. I'm going here. Okay, better. I just change the networks, sir. Apart from nothing else I done. Okay. Networks, monitoring, disconnect, review and create. And also I choose the East Asia. East Asia. Okay, fine. For better understanding. Let it be great. East Asia. 13 rupees. Price is also increasing. These two VMs are charging 10 rupees, 10 rupees. But that VM is charging. Okay, sir, fine. Now see, sir. So these two VMs are in part of same network. One is with one subnet. Okay, app server is with this subnet. Web server is with the subnet web, and I created one more network, and I created the different subnets, sir. Now let's see the connectivity. This is what we wanted to know, sir. Let's connect to the servers. Let's connect to the servers. MSTSC. Sir, you can directly pass the IP address as well. You can pass the IP address. You can pass the server name directly. MSTSC. Sorry, C is missing. MSTSC space -v server name or IP address. In real world, mostly we'll pass the server name, sir. Mostly we'll pass the server name, but here we are passing the IP addresses. SA admin, pass the passwords. Okay, yeah. Now it is connecting. Now it is connecting. This is one server. Okay, this is one server. Minimize this one. Go and connect one more server. Go and connect, as usually, go and connect one more server. Let's connect one more server. Okay, let's pass the username and password. So when you are practicing clusters always and also do practice same, sir. Which region it is allowing to create the VM? That is very important. Sometimes suddenly today Southeast Asia is not accepting. Tomorrow it will accept, sir. Okay, tomorrow it will accept. So on that day when you are practicing, whether you are able to deploy the virtual missions on Southeast Asia or not, what you need to do, right? First to go to the virtual missions. Okay, go to the VM, go to the VM and choose what region, whether Southeast Asia you are able to see or not here on that day. On that day, whether you are able to see or not. If you are able to see, now it is visible, right? Come on. That's what sometimes it will shock us, sir. Now it is allowing us to select the Southeast Asia. If you are able to allow here, if you are able to allow here, so because you will get some warning here. Okay, the region exceeded the limit. You will get the warning here. Okay, when you are practicing only with the free trial subscriptions are not in real world. So when you are practicing real world, as per my suggestion, go for East US, well designed data center. Most of the time choose the Southeast Asia also. But before you choose the Southeast Asia, first go to the VM and choose the Southeast Asia, whether you are able to deploy the VM or not. If you are able to deploy the VM, go and deploy, sir. Choose the Southeast Asia resource group, choose the Southeast Asia network and deploy the VM under Southeast Asia. Okay, clear everyone? No, yes. That's the one thing you need to do, sir. And this is my DB server. DB server is also ready, sir. Now I am selecting my DB server. Now I am selecting my DB server. See, enter your IP address is suddenly changed. 20.2.1.14 now. When you go for East US. East Asia, sorry, not East US. East Asia. This is public IP address. Okay. Finally, we are connecting 3 servers. Come on. This is one server. Smart size. Okay. Okay. This is one server. I can minimize it, sir. Can I adjust the screen? Okay, fine. This is one server. And this is one more server. Okay. Minimize. Right click. Smart size. Adjust the sizes of to the window so that I can easily maximize easily. Okay. And here is the one more server. Right click. Smart size. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So these are the 3 different servers where we are having. These are the 3 different servers. Open command prompt, sir, on 3 servers for your better understanding CMD. Okay. Type host name. host name. This is app server. This is my web server. This is my web server. Okay, host name. Host name. This is my web server. And go to and perform CMD. This is my DB server, which is in different network, different subnets. Host name. Clear, everyone? No? Yes?
Yes, Subbu.
So these are the three different VMs. Now what I wanted to test means, sir, this is one network where I created two subnets. Each subnet I deploy to each one VM. Now let me ask you a question. Will these two subnets will communicate with each other or not by default? My question is, these two subnets will communicate with each other or not?
Yes, sir, they will communicate.
Yes. Okay, let's go and see, sir. Let's get the IP address of web server. Okay, this is my IP address 10.1.8.4. Copy this IP address. I'm going to the app server. This is my app server. Okay, I'm trying to ping 10.1.8.4. Okay, don't use the, for example, don't use the private IP address. So let's go for public IP address. For example, let's go for the public IP addresses. Come on here. Okay, ping, paste it. Come on here, very slow. What is the app server IP address? Come on, why very slow? This is my app server. Go on, ping it, sir. Okay. Sir, by default, yes, sir, it will respond. It will ping, sir, because what is the main reason here? You are getting timeout. Timeout means why you are getting timeout, sir? Because firewalls, all the stuff, sir. Before you practice with the networks, okay, please do one thing: play with the firewalls. Okay, you need to. Firewalls are the place with the major roles are here. Okay, for a time being, what I'm going to do, disable the firewalls. I don't want any firewalls now. Okay, for time being, I'm disabling, sir. And go to here also. Use search for firewalls. If you wanted to practice with the networks, disable the firewalls. Okay, and go to here as well. Firewalls. Disable the firewalls. Okay, now let's try one, sir. Copy this one. Go to the web server. Try to ping, sir, once again. Come on here. Enable the ports. Enable the ports. Currently, I'm enabling all the ports, sir. But that is not a best practice. We should not enable all the ports in real world. But then being just it is a practice purpose, I'm just enabling, sir. Okay. Done. Go here. Finally, this server also will do it.
Subbu, Subbu, to check the communication between two servers, we need to ping Subbu. That is the one.
Yes, ping.
Okay. Yes, sir.
But sometimes in real world, ping will also disable, sir. Ping won't work. Okay. So don't conclude that ping is the only one thing where we need to do. Sometimes that's what I told you, right? Ping may disable. Ping may disable, sir. It's may disable.
At
Some
that time, one instead,
organizations,
Subbu.
that time you should not check the ping. You have the telnet, telnet, you are having the testnet connections, all that you need to do.
UDL port, that's the UDL
UDL
file.
port, yes, all that stuff.
Okay,
But
sir. Thanks.
when you are taking KT also, ask them ping is working in our environment.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Subbu, got it.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now I disable the firewalls. I enable the ports. Okay. Now let's try, sir. Web server. Why network it is too slow? Yeah. Are you able to see? Ping is working, right? Yes or no? What is the IP address, sir? This one. So ping. So for example, ping. I don't want ping with IP address for your understanding. Web hyphen VM hyphen web, right? Let's ping with the server name, sir. VM hyphen web. Are you getting response? Are you getting response, everyone? So whatever the VMs you deployed within the network, even in the different subnets, by default, those VMs will communicate. Clear? Not clear? Everyone,
Yes, sir.
agree? Not agree?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, fine, sir. That's the what first thing I wanted to tell. And what is the VM, sir? I created this one, VM underscore DB. Let's try to ping VM hyphen DB. Sorry, where is ping? Ping VM hyphen DB. Now see, sir, the communication is not happening, and even it is not able to detect. Even it is not able to detect the communication. What happened? Even it is not able to detect as well, sir. That's the problem because these are two different network. By default, there is no communication between two different network. By default, no. Now, Microsoft is offering different techniques. Microsoft is offering different techniques, sir, to communicate. One is, okay, one is VNet to VNet, VNet to VNet. Let's change the color. Let's increase the font. Okay, this technically you need to call it as a VNet communication, sir. VNet communicate virtual network to one virtual network to another virtual network. How you are making the communication? How you are making the communication? One second, sir. VNet to VNet, how you will make the communication? So we are having different techniques. So we are having different techniques, sir. VNet to VNet. Okay, VNet to Azure. If you search with VNet to VNet Azure, so where we are having different techniques, one virtual network to another virtual network, how you will make the communication. One is VNet to VNet with the gateways. One is VNet to VNet with the gateways. One second, sir. Okay. One is VNet to VNet, how you can communicate means. One is VNet to VNet peering, a concept called VNet to VNet peering. Okay. There is a concept called VNet to VNet peering. And one more is VNet to VNet using gateways, using network gateways. Using gateways, you can make the communication. One is site to site. For example, this virtual network is in Azure. This virtual network is in AWS or Google Cloud. Okay. So you are having, this is one site. This is one site. Assume this is in on-premises. This is in cloud. This is in Azure. This is in AWS. This is in AWS. This is in Google Cloud. Okay, this is in Azure. This is in Alibaba Cloud. So how you can make the communication means when you are having two different sites. Two different sites means two different platforms. So one site is in Azure, one site is in on-prem. One site is in Azure, one site is in AWS. One site is in Azure, one site is in Google Cloud. So how you'll make the communication means site-to-site communication. Site-to-site communication. Okay, site-to-site communication. So one is the simplest technique, sir, we can go for is VNet, VNet peering. This is applicable for AWS as well. So actually AWS only introduced, later on Microsoft is also started using VNet to VNet peering. So simplest technique is VNet to VNet peering, but little bit complex is site to site. Okay, site to site configuration. Then one more little bit complex is VNet to VNet. When you go for VNet to VNet, again there are two techniques, sir. VNet to VNet using gateways. VNet to VNet using point to site, sir. There are different techniques. Again, VNet to VNet. One is using gateways you can configure. Gateways we can enable the connectivity, or you go for point to site connectivity. When you go for VNet to VNet, site to site means Azure to on-prem, Azure to AWS, different sites, sir. This is, and finally very cheaper, very easier. The connectivity is VNet to VNet peering, sir. VNet to VNet peering. It's very easy, very cheaper when you are trying to make the communication. So when you are trying to bring the communication between two different virtual networks, we are having different techniques. One is VNet to VNet gateway. One is VNet to VNet point in site. One is site to site connectivity. One is VNet peering. We are having four different techniques to make the communication. Means you will build the gateway for this VNet. You will build one more gateway for this VNet, and you will make the communication between these two gateways. Between these two gateways. This is one gateway for this VNet. This is one more gateway for this VNet. Using these two gateway, you will make the connectivity. You will make the connectivity. And one more is, okay, one more is, so for example, this is your virtual network. This is your virtual network, sir. This is one virtual network. Okay. And for example, you are having, I am going to configure a gateway here. Okay. And this is your cloud. For example, this is your cloud. For example, you are connecting from your laptop. Okay. You are connecting laptop. You are connecting laptop from office. Okay. You are connecting laptop from airport, airport, airport. Not with a laptop, sir. For example, you are connecting using tab you are connecting, and you are using smartphone, okay, to connect to the site. This is your network. Okay. In the middle there is a gateway. There is a gateway. You are using different devices. One device is your laptop from office or from somewhere, sir. You are using tab. You are using websites, sorry, mobile, and you want to connect to this site. You want to connect to the site via gateways. Using the gateway, you are going to build the VPN. VPN. Okay. You will build the VPN. So you will build the VPN and you will make the communication to the network. This technique we are going to call it as a point to site. Point to site. Site is Azure. Point can be different, sir. Your point is different. Your point can be mobile. Your point can be tab. Your point can be laptop. Your point can be desktop. Either you are connecting from office, either you are connecting from remotely, but how you are going to connect your site. Okay. These many techniques we are having when you specially go for networks. One is this one, sir. Gateway to gateway. Gateway to gateway, you are making the communication. One is you are using gateway, but you are not using gateway. You are using point to site technique. You are using point to site technique using VPNs. Using VPNs. I don't want all this stuff, sir. I want peering. Is the easiest stuff. Using VNet to VNet peering, you can easily configure the one network to another network, make the communication, sir. That's the easiest technique. So mostly small scale applications, medium scale applications, they will go for peering. Mostly small scale application, they will go for peering, sir. If you are having massive configuration, massive infrastructure, then they will go for the gateways. If you are having one site in Azure, one site in on-prem, one site in Azure, one site in AWS, they will go for site-to-site configuration. Make sense? No? Yes? Are you there, online people? So these many configurations are available. If you want to make a bridge between one network to another network, VNet to VNet, VNet to VNet using gateways, VNet to VNet using point to site, VNet to VNet using site to sites, VNet to VNet using peering. Okay, not okay? No, yes?
Yes, Subbu.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, if you go for our YouTube channel, okay, if you are interested, again, yeah, okay. Azure Virtual Network VPN connectivity, work from home, how you are going to create the virtual networks, how you are going to create the VPN connectivities, how you are going to create the jump box. This is the best video, sir. And come on, side to side, for side to side also. Yeah, there is one more session 3 years ago when I'm teaching Even Google Cloud also I used to teach, sir. Okay. So that time I built a virtual network from Azure Virtual Network to Google Cloud. Okay. So there is a video, sir, how the site-to-site connectivity is working, how VNet to VNet using gateways are working, how to VNet to VNet uh, what I mean to say, point to sites are working. If you are interested, okay, there is no force you need to go and watch these sessions, but if you are interested, happily you can go and watch these sessions, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I have built a network between Azure to Google Cloud. Okay, so I build the VMs in Google Azure. I build the networks in Azure. I build the networks in Google Cloud, and I make the communication and I tested the connectivity connections. So it went quite well. Okay, but again, interest, sir. Again, your interest. Okay, if you want a little bit more network, happy, sir. Happily. Now, as of now, no need to worry. No need to do all the stuff, sir. The people who are in the learning phase, Azure in the learning phase. Azure, you are in the learning phase. You no need to worry. A simple technique, sir. That is nothing but VNet to VNet peering. If you go for virtual network, okay, this is my one network, virtual network. If you open this virtual network, okay, if you open this virtual network, there is a concept called peering. If you go for peering, just here, nothing, sir. It's cost is also very less. Okay, cost is also not much because it is not creating any additional resources within the network to network two. It is just creating the bridge. It is just creating the bridge. You need to just click on add, and you need to provide application vnet to database vnet. Okay, and here you need to choose the network name. Okay, scroll down here, nothing you need to change, sir. Okay, just provide the name application vnet to application vnet. Why what happened, application vnet to database vnet. Okay, and choose the network name. I'm super good here also, sir. Just provide the database vnet to application vnet. When you are practicing clusters, always on, because you want DR setup, right? Okay, so that time you no need to go for all that complicated concepts, sir. Just simply go for VNet to VNet peering. Okay, VNet to VNet peering. Then click on add. That's it, sir. Apart from nothing else you need to do. Just provide the name application VNet to database VNet to application VNet, and choose which virtual network you want to peer. That's it, sir. Done. Now what I can do, see, sir, done. Even if you go for database VNet one also, you can see the peering information. Okay, peering information. Now just go to the VM and get the IP address, sir. This is my app server IP address. I'm going for DB server. This is my DB server. Ping. Okay. Oh, sorry. Come on here. Ping. Come on. Okay. Ping. Hey, what happened? Okay. Are you able to see the communication, sir? Everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you want to make a bridge between one network to another network in a simple technique, go for VNet to VNet peering, sir. Go for VNet to VNet peering. Clear? Not clear?
In real time also peering only, Subbu. We need to peering.
No, sir. Forget about real time. We don't want. So how they are configuring also we don't want, sir. Basically.
Okay.
But for us, we need to practice always on with a high availability DR. You need to practice cluster with high availability DR, right? For us, we want to know. So I told you what are the different techniques they may use. They may go for VNet to VNet using gateways. If they're massive networks, they can go for point to site, how you are connecting to the sites that based on that point to site. If your site to site means where your source network, where your target network is hosted, based on that they can go for site to site. And if there are medium scale applications, small scale applications, they can go for peering concept. No, you can't. We can't judge this directly.
Yes, so
Getting
that is not our job now, Subbu. That's our.
yes.
Subbu, one more doubt, Subbu. Where can we configure database server without this web server and application servers, Subbu?
Can we?
Configure this database server can configure without web server and application server.
Yes, sir. Who will stop you? No one will, right?
Subbu means in our organization we are having database server, so they are not able to connect this upgrade database server because old server we are having 2008 server, but we upgrade database server to 2019 server. But what they are saying, we suggested upgrade the application server also we suggested, Subbu, but they are saying we don't have application server and we are having only files. With that files we are connecting. They are telling, Subbu.
Yeah, they may connect differently, sir. App server, web suite server, batch server. Okay, they have different servers they will create. And one more thing, someone may also connect very differently. I think I already explained. So one of customer, she's opening Excel here. Okay, she's opening, go to the run. She's directly opening the Excel and she's trying to connect to the database server and she's not able to connect. So first thing, you need to go to the application team, ask them where you are passing the connection string, how you are passing the connection string. First thing, you need to get the connection string. Second thing, is there any bridge between these two networks? From it can be application web or anything, sir. Okay. Third thing is how many people are using that application. Okay. Is everyone is facing the issue or you only facing the issue? Someone who designed that application. Second thing. Third thing also. You can check like one by one. Who designed that application? He knows very well about that application. I hope you are getting my point, Sheikh.
Yes, yes, so it is correct,
Yeah.
Subbu.
Yeah. So get the information, sir, as much as it's not a easy whenever your application team is telling I'm not able to connect to the SQL servers. Get the as much as information. And there are some boundaries for us as well. We can't rotate our head for everything. Oh, this is if there is no communication between these two servers, how the connection will establish, sir?
Yes, Subbu. They are telling we don't know connection string also they are telling, Subbu.
Then how I can help? Then you need
Mm,
to ask who designed that application. Can
mm,
you know who designed that application? Can you get can you try to go and interact with them? Okay, where they are designed the connection string.
yes,
Don't
Subbu. That
don't
they will
ask
ask.
that. Okay, can you please provide me who design? I can go and talk. No, you
Okay.
should be smart. Always we should be smart. Otherwise, that is their headache, sir. They need to identify. They need to know about their application. As a
Mm,
DBA, we know about what is the SQL instance, version compatibilities. We know about databases. Everything we know. We know port numbers. Everything we know. But what about application? Their jobs are actually.
yes, Subbu. Their job is they need to upgrade their application server. They need to connect, Subbu. That's all.
They
That's
need
all.
to know about that application firstly.
Yes, Subbu.
Yeah.
Our job is only database or upgradation only, Subbu. That part is our only job.
Yes.
Thank you, Subbu.
And this is how the connection will made, sir, basically. Questions? No questions, all questions. online people, are you there? Sir, if you go to the server, okay, if you go to the server, there is a session called network session. If you go to the network session, every server will map to the NIC card. NIC card, network interface card. NIC card, network interface card, sir. Okay, network interface card. Every VM will be have the NIC card. This is how the NIC card looks like. So you can go to the NIC card. Okay, NIC card. Okay, this is the IP address which is mapped to the NIC card. Okay, and this is the public IP address. If you don't want, okay, uh, you always see, sorry, it is showing as a dynamic. Your NIC card, sir, this is the private. It's showing as a dynamic. I don't want dynamic. I want static. You want to make this as a static, so that, okay, so that nothing will change, sir. This is your fixed IP address. And one more thing, sir, I don't want, sir, please, sir, every VM contains the NIC card, network interface card. For your laptop also, it contains one NIC card, sir. NIC card, network interface card. For that NIC card, by default, it is going for a dynamic IP address, but I don't want dynamic IP address. I want static IP address. Please aware, go and change to static IP address so that it will be fixed. Your IP address never change. Static means your IP address never change. Dynamic means it may possibility to change the IP address. We don't want to take any risk. So that is the reason we are going for the static. That's the first thing, sir, static. And one more thing is, in real world, this is my DB server, sir. This is my DB server. Can you assign any public IP address to the DB servers? Can you assign any public IP address to the DB servers?
No, Subbu.
No, right? So uncheck this one. I don't want any public IP address for my VM. I don't want any public IP address for my VM, sir. I want only private IP address. Now, if you click on OK, okay, this is making, sir. See, sir, done. Okay, done. Now go to the VM, sir. Go to DB VM. Okay, you won't see the public IP address. We never assign public IP address to the DB servers. No, that is not at all best practice. Always we need to only work with the private IP address because it's our DB servers. Clear? Two parts. You can go to the networks, whatever the associated network group is, you can see here. You can go and verify, and you can also try to encourage them. Means again, if you are working this much deeper, you can encourage them. Why you assign the public IP address for DB servers? That is not at all best practice. And there is a dynamic allocation. We don't want, that is also not best practice. Always we need to go for static allocation. Clear? Not clear? Everyone?
Yes, Subbu, clear.
Yes, that's the one thing, sir, you need to take in care. One more thing is, if you search for NSG, Network Security Group, okay, sir, you know, we are a database administrators. You know, we are a database administrator where we are working for DB servers. Maximum all the DB servers, sir. Maximum all the DB servers. Okay, you are having some set of rules, right? You need to allow 1433 port number. By default, what is the SQL is listening? 1433 port number, 1434 port number, which is a UDP port number, like SQL browser port number, and 5033, which is always on port number, and 3389, it's a Windows port number, 3389, double three. What is the port number for Windows cluster port number? Anyone remember Windows cluster port number? Yeah, 4434 port number, 4434 port number for Windows cluster. And if you are using SSRS, what is the port number you set it for SSRS? That is a port number. So you know about what are the ports I need to allow, correct? Agree, not agree? Yes or no, sir? Come on, yaar.
Yes,
Everyone
Subbu.
knows. Everyone knows you are a DBS, right? You know about what port numbers I need to allow for my DB servers, what port numbers I should not allow for my DB servers. You know, sir. You know. Okay. So what you can do means, not you, sir. What Windows team will do means, Azure admin people will do means, first they will create one network security group. First they will create one network security group. So you will go for this resource group. Okay, because sorry, DB resource group, and you can set for SQL, okay, hyphen databases, okay, hyphen what is that? What is that? NSG, network security group. Okay, ports also I can mention like ports. Okay, port network security group. I can create my own network security group, sir. I can create my own network security group. Okay. So I don't want create every time network security group, sir. What is network security group? Inbound, outbound firewalls. Inbound, outbound firewalls, sir. Inbound. Just now we allowed, right? You remember just now we allowed inbound, outbound firewalls, right? Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, Subbu.
Like same, I am going to create my own network security group, and I will allow whatever the firewalls I need, whatever the ports I need to allow, whatever the ports I need to restrict, I can restrict all the ports. So every time I don't want to go and select the new security group. Every time I will select my created network security group. See, sir. So every time I don't want create new security group for every VM, sir. See, basically, when you go for here, I created 3 VMs. It created the 3 network security group. As it is a best practice, sir. If you are having 1,000 servers, 1,000 security groups,
No,
as
Subbu.
this is a best practice, no, right? No, we should not encourage that one, sir, basically, in real world. Okay, as of now, you can, okay. Okay, you're okay. One second, sir. Hello? Yeah. So now what you can do, go to your security group and go to the inbound rules and allow the ports. Okay. So any source is any, sir. Source I'm selecting any, and the range is I am selecting range star, destination any, custom. Okay. Port. Come on here. Why I need to go for any? No, right. So I need to go for 1433, comma 1434. What's our 1434, comma 5022, comma what is the port for 1433, 1434, 445 for which one, sir? Power BI. Okay, fine. And
3343.
name I'm selecting SQL ports. Okay, 3343
3343 cluster.
cluster port number. Okay, yeah, SQL port number. Fine. And target is also same, sir. Destination is target, source is target. Okay, fine. And okay, fine, good, sir. Now click on add. See, sir, this is my SQL port number. I allowed 1434 1434 5022 445 3433. So 3348. You can remove 3348 here, and you can add one more, sir. Basically, one more, that is 3343, comma 3389 is the Windows port number. Okay, Windows port number. So both I'm adding, Windows level I'm adding, sir, here. Okay, now you can add, okay, Windows port, Windows port. Click on add. Okay, so now I added SQL port number. I added Windows port numbers for inbound rules. Okay, for outbound, I need to block the internet connection, sir. I don't want internet connection for my DB servers. I don't want internet connection for my DBs. Anyhow, there is a demo, sir, special demo. I will block the internet connection. I will show you how to connect to the past platforms. That demo will help you a lot. As of now, I need to block my internet connection. So I need to go for service tags. I need to select the internet, and port range can be any, and destination can be any, sir. Okay, port range can be here star, and I wanted to deny the internet connection. Okay, and I wanted to choose, sir. Here, this is very important. Sorry, I missed this point. Priority is very important, sir. What is the lowest value? Highest priority. What is the lowest value? Highest priority. But don't go below 100, sir. Always you need to go for 100 and greater than. 100 greater than. Lowest priority is the highest priority. Lowest number is the highest priority here. Please be aware this concept. So I wanted to block the internet connection as well. Now I am blocking the internet connection. Now, okay, I am blocking the internet connection from any to any port to any port. I am just blocking the internet connection. I am blocking internet connection, and I allowed the port number. I allowed the port number. Now what I will do means, when I'm creating a VM, when I'm creating a VM, so if I'm creating a VM, so if you are creating a VM, now one interesting, sir, here, if you go to the network, okay, there is advanced. Here you can select your own network security group. So every time I don't want to allow inbound, outbound rules for every DBA servers. Okay, every DBA servers I don't want allow. What I can do, I can I can create my own network security group, and I can assign that network security group to the network interface card, whatever it is creating. Make sense? No? Yes? I blocked the internet connection because I don't want any internet connection for my DB servers, and I allowed all the port numbers 1433, 143, 45022. I allowed all the port numbers. Getting? Yep. No? Yes?
Yes, Subbu.
That is how we will do in real world, sir. Basically, we will create a separate network security group for database servers, and we will assign that network security groups whenever we are going to deploy the virtual machines or anything, sir. Okay. So this is one of the very important concept. Questions? No questions? Yep. Everyone clear? Not clear?
Yes, Subbu, clear.
That's it, sir. Thank you.